Taurus, hello there my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-July 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, my friends, as always, and start this reading off nice and smooth with an oracle card, just to dip our toes in the energetic waters, so to speak. So let's get it going. Let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Guys, talk to me. What do we got for my friends? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always very interesting, especially when it links to the reading. But let's get this first card out here. What do we got for Taurus, my guys? Talk to me. Quick. I like that all the oracle cards are coming out quick today. So we have this beautiful, creative, etheric type of energy front and center. So this could be very, very positive, but there might be something you need to watch out for in the mind space when we have a card like this showing up. Okay, now before we break that down, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the July subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on social media, my handle on all platforms is @KyleofCups. So please feel free to hit me up on the platform of your choice, anything except Facebook. But into the reading we go. Enough of all that. If you look at this card, you see that lovely lady there in the dress. There's hot air balloons. There's all sorts of nonsensical things happening here. So to me, this card does represent the etheric dream state. So for some of you, this could be very imaginative types of energies, which is good. When the mind is going, when the mind is imaginative and creative, it's a good time to express yourself and create. Let off some steam. Okay, so your mind could just be going in good ways. Now, there's also the inverse of that. So in this time, you're going to want to watch out that you're not overthinking, that you're not letting your mind get the better of you, that you're not staying trapped in that mind space. For some of you, you need to really pay attention to what dreams you're having in this time as well, because Spirit could be trying to communicate when we have a card like this. But this could just bode very well for any sort of creative endeavor. So let's get into tarot. Because like I always say, that doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. We're going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Taurus collective. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? So, last week's reading, there were karmic undertones. It was titled Karma Gets Served, okay? So whether it was karmic blessings of some kind or somebody reaping karmic retribution, that karmic tone was there. And when I speak about karma, I don't just speak about you get what you put out. That is part of it. But it can also speak about the cycles of life. You might be going through certain cycle changes or stepping into a new one. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. As I always say, energy is never set in stone. Take it how it hits for you. Because the energy of people you're connected to could be showing up here. It's not just you. Okay, so we do have some strategy showing up here, whether it's the need for strategy or somebody around you strategizing. I'm going to put that right there with the 2 of Wands. Let's get 2 more out here, though. Quick, thank you. Yeah, 7 of Swords. Yeah, hopefully this isn't anything underhanded or nefarious with the 7 of Swords. I'm not going to go that route right off the bat. That could just be hidden things. We're going to get 1 more, though. I don't like when the 7 of Swords shows up, like, right in the beginning of the spread. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands. So I just want to point this out. I've been seeing this with other Earth signs this week. There's a little bit of a volatile, fiery energy that's re-emerging in the Earth signs. But the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card, is extremely positive and it's spiritual. So we're going to talk about these one by one. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So in position number 1, that's why I don't like it that they're coupled together, the 2 of Wands with the 7 of Swords. But the 2 of Wands, as with all 2s, could represent feeling like you're at a crossroads in life, feeling like you need to make a big decision, make or break time, left or right, decisions. All 2s in tarot could represent our interpersonal relationships. This one could represent travel and distance. So all of those things could be in play when this card shows up. But like I said, this is one of my bigger cards of strategy. Whether it's you needing to plan for the future, get your ducks in a row, or someone around you planning. Now, in the center, we have the 7 of Swords, which is why alarm bells were going off in my head. Now, I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, so I'll tell you some of the themes of this card. This could represent anything underhanded. This could represent sneaks. It could represent thieves. It could represent things that are happening in the shadows. Now, in the most optimistic sense, this could talk about something that you don't quite see just yet, something that's a little unexpected or hidden when we see this card. So we're really going to want to clarify this. But in its worst sense, it could be some really dicey, scummy individuals. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. But we'll talk about it when we clarify. Moving to the very back end, we have the Four of Wands, an extremely positive card. So like I said, we have this big fire-air mixture, volatility, a little explosive, but the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, Spirit could be trying to send you messages. Spirit could be trying to send you signals. Spirit could be trying to show you omens. Like I said in the very beginning, you could be having important dreams, okay? Warnings and things of that sort. But sometimes we receive these number signs and synchronicities from Spirit to let us know that we're on the right track. Okay, so if you are receiving those things, do a little research. Aside from that, this could represent celebrations. This could represent parties, big get-togethers. It could represent weddings and births, so many beautiful things. It could represent the home or your house. And the Four of Wands is very stable overall. So it seems like we have a lot of moving parts here, Taurus, that we're going to want to jump into. So let's do that. Let's dive deeper and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Taurus friends, please. Oh, I really want to get into these cards because it's piquing my interest. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading, it's about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Two of Wands. And as always, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you know how to read tarot, if you're feeling any messages you want to share with Taurus from this spread, you could drop down below. I don't mind. I always like to leave room for interpretation. So what's up with that Two of Wands? Yeah, and we did have unexpected energy a couple of weeks for you too. I'd just say, all right, we have the Queen of Wands showing up here in reverse. Okay, hopefully this isn't somebody like lacking confidence. Well, I guess that depends on the situation. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This could represent a fire sign that you might be having issues with. So watch out for that. Now, the Queen of Wands also to me represents somebody's confidence. Okay, so we could take this one of two ways. If there is somebody strategizing and planning, they're lacking a little confidence that it will turn out the way that they hope. Okay, so if that's a rough thing, if they're planning something bad, planning something nefarious or underhanded, that's a very good thing. Now, if you're planning for the future, in general, you might be a little trepidatious. You might be afraid to take that first step in something. You might be a little nervous to get something moving or be a little averse to change. That's what this feels like to me. So it's one or the other. And like I said, it doesn't have to be you. But this is an energy that's a little averse to change and somebody that's a little cautious to get the ball rolling on something. Okay. Now, if it is somebody making rough types of plans, they're lacking confidence that it'll even work. So we're going to keep moving over. Okay. I would absolutely beware of any individuals planning things behind the scenes in this time, whether it is work, whether it's personal relationships. Use your own discernment, as always. So let's see what's up with that Seven of Swords. But for some of you, yeah, you might be a little cautious, a little averse to change at the moment. So why is the Seven of Swords here? Quick, thank you. Five of Cups, yeah. I'm not a fan of this. We have the Five of Cups in the upright underneath this Seven of Swords. Someone absolutely being underhanded and being a little scummy. Okay, so you're going to absolutely want to watch the company you keep. This is a very important or serious warning here. I know I've gotten that for you in recent months. I just have to say it again when I see it. The Seven of Swords, dicey. Like I said, the Five of Cups is the River of Tears card. Somebody being sad, somebody being hurt. Now, sure, we could say this is a message saying like, oh, well, if this person's bad behaved or if this person does bad things, it's because they're really upset or they have a rough history. Don't make excuses for that shit. Like this could absolutely be somebody like doing something or betraying and causing harm. Big warning about your interpersonal relationships in the company you keep, because if there is somebody strategizing here, I don't like this. Okay, and you know, if you watch me regularly, I'm an optimistic reader. I'm not about the doom and gloom, but when I feel something popping out in a spread like this, I'm going to give it to you straight. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, whether it is somebody paying for their own sneakiness or paying the toll for their own actions have consequences, right? No excuses here with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups. Okay, so I would absolutely like keep an eye on the company you keep. Big warning here for sure. We're going to see what's up with that Four of Swords though. Spirit could be trying to raise the red flag when I see the Four of Wands, pardon me, on the back end. But let's see what that's about. Then we'll do a recap here. Of course, this isn't going to hit for every single Taurus out there in the world. I would encourage you to check your moon, your rising, your other placements, especially if this isn't hitting. But if it's resonating for you, then you feel it. We're going to go in on this Four of Wands. Why is this Four of Wands here? And all right, yeah, we have the Death card in the upright. Everything's going to be okay in the end. Now, this could represent somebody in your life that has Scorpio traits. You might be connected to Scorpio. This is a big karmic card. And like I said, last week's reading was what? Karma gets served. Okay, so when I see the Four of Wands with the Death card, like I said, super spiritual. Watch out for the omens, the warning signs from Spirit. They might be raising little red flags for you or guiding you down the best direction, pardon me, or the best possible timeline. But Death in the upright underneath this Four of Wands tells me everything's going to be okay. Everything will stabilize. Everything can and will get better, especially if you're going through a tough time. All this choppy BS and nonsense up in the beginning, if there is someone acting out of pocket, planning this and that, it'll blow over eventually, right? I don't feel like this is treachery, life-altering treachery. It's just a little scummy up here in the front. I'm going to keep it real with you. But yeah, the Four of Wands and the Death card to me does say karma will exact its toll, right? Regardless of what happens, karma will exact its toll. If you've been done wrong, or if there is somebody doing wrong, karma will do what it must. Okay, and things will turn out good in the end because the Death card is transformative. It's about cycles. You get the point. But we're going to go through and do a quick little recap here. Yeah, these earth sign readings this week have been something else for sure. But let's put this down. If you kindly look in the box, my friends, in position number 1, we have the Two of Wands with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So if there is somebody making little dicey plans, they could be lacking the confidence that it will actually be followed through to what they're envisioning. Another portion of you, if you're trying to make a decision or a choice, you might be a little nervous to take the first step in something. This is somebody who might be lacking a little bit of confidence right now. You might need a little pep in your step. Nothing major, but the big thing sticking out to me in this spread is the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups. So like I said, this could be somebody doing sneaky stuff, causing harm. This could be a warning about the people around you, serious or important warnings about the company you keep that you might need to heed. So watch for any dicey individuals. And like I said, don't make excuses for people. Right? If someone's acting in a Seven of Swords manner, don't be like, oh, well, yeah, they've been through a lot. That doesn't give them a free pass. Moving to the very back end here, we have the Four of Wands with the Death card in the upright. Okay, so this tells me karma will be exacted, like we saw in last week's reading. Regardless of what happens, everything will be okay in the end. Keep mind for omens, number signs, and synchronicities from Spirit because they could be trying to lead you down the proper path. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card super quick here. Jeez Louise. That was an interesting one, Taurus. We're going to see what's up with the Taurus. But what's in the shadows, please? Maybe this will give us more answers about this Seven of Swords. What's in the shadows for Taurus? And like I said, if that reading wasn't resonating, if like you don't have a big circle of people or everyone is extremely trustworthy, feel free to look at your other alignments, okay? Because this is meant for who needs to hear it for sure. But yeah, back to that Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. It's given me so many different things. I'm not going to keep talking about it. I feel like I need to go back to it, but I'm not going to. That's why I should do extended readings sometimes. Because like I feel like there's always more messages coming out. Okay, in the shadows, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This could be revolving around work situations, dedication, stuff like that. So the Eight of Pentacles is somebody's diligence, right? This is how hard someone's willing to work towards something. Okay, like they keep going and keep going. This is dedication, somebody willing to hone a craft. Now, for some of you, the shadow side of this is somebody that may give up too easily on something. So when I see the Eight of Pentacles in the shadow, for some of you, it just could be a simple work situation that is not favorable, right? That's showing up here, whether it's the money isn't right or you hate the job, whatever it might be, you can't get the job, whatever. The Eight of Pentacles could absolutely be somebody regretting giving up on something as well. So I would say in this time, try your best not to make any actions that you might regret down the line. So Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give the details of the July subscriber surprise. For the July subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Light Seers Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, which tarot card would you like to have a conversation with? It could be anyone. I know I'd want to talk to the High Priestess. But yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of July, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.